Hi there, we're Tim and Melissa West, locals right here in Victoria, BC.
We have an Airbnb, and this is what we recommend to our guests. We are at Fisherman's Wharf, where there are 33 float homes and lots of great places to eat. The float homes are individually owned, they don't rent them out, they live there year round, and we got some fish tacos from Fish Shop, which is where we recommend to eat here.
There are lots of places to eat down here, but the fish store is definitely our favorite.
We're kind of foodies and food snobs. It's so good. So we got some halibut and some salmon today.
We are here in beautiful Beacon Hill Park. It's about 25, like a quarter of the size of Central Park in New York. You're gonna see deer, you're gonna see geese, you're gonna see peacocks.
There's lots of paths that you can walk through. There's some paths that you can ride your bikes on, and there are beautiful gardens to look at. The children's petting zoo is amazing. You can check the online for times. It's by donation, and at about 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock each day, there's the running of the goats, which is absolutely hilarious.
This is the Inner Harbour. Water taxis, Parliament Building, Empress Hotel. It's all going on down here.
Behind me is the Empress Hotel. It's had lots of famous guests like Bob Hope, Shirley Temple, Queen Elizabeth, and it's got beautiful gardens. It served as an army barracks during the war, and it's just a beautiful hotel. Definitely walk the grounds and check it out.
The Empress Hotel is probably best known for having high tea. You know, like the crumpets and the cakes and the teas. It's lovely. It's very expensive, and I've never tried it, but it looks awesome.
Behind me is the legislature. If you go around the back, that's actually what was the front. They have free tours that last 40 minutes, and there are tours in French and Mandarin.
This is Mile Zero, the start of the Trans-Canada Highway. That's right, a highway that goes all the way across Canada, and it all starts right here. And right behind it is an amazing historic monument.
At Mile Zero is the Terry Fox statue, which holds a very special place in our Canadian heart. In 1980, he started to run across Canada. I was just 7 years old, and we were glued to the TVs. He had a rare form of bone cancer. You can see his leg was amputated at his knee because of this bone cancer. He started in Newfoundland and got as far as Thunder Bay, Ontario, and then he had to stop because the cancer had spread to his lungs. But his memory lives on in Canada to this day, when every year in the schools in the fall, children run in memory of Terry Fox and raise money for cancer. This is Ogden Point, a great place to go for a walk. It's about 1.1 miles there and back, very smooth surface, so it's great wheelchair accessible. You'll be able to see sea lions and otters, and you'll see the cruise ships, and the coho there is heading out right now.
This is Dallas Road. Dallas Road is pretty amazing because you get beautiful views of the Straits of Juan de Fuca, the Salish Sea, the Olympic Mountains in the background, Ogden Point behind you, and it's pedestrian friendly. There's actually a path that goes all the way from here, all the way down to Clover Point. And if you're riding bikes, you can ride scooters, you can walk. It's absolutely stunning, not to be missed.
Lower Johnson is a super cute street to come and do shoe and clothing shopping. This is Emily Carr's house. She was an incredible artist from Victoria, BC, way ahead of her time. She was painting BC landscapes, mountains, forests, Indigenous people, totem poles, and she had this camper and a monkey. She was just an incredible artist. It would be definitely worth coming to see her here, going to the art gallery, and also seeing her statue downtown. This is Government Street, a great place to come for shopping and getting little treats. We love Maroon's Bookshop, Chocolat Favori, Rogers Chocolate, and Murchie's, of course.
This is Clover Point. It's a fabulous spot to come and take a view of the Olympic Mountains. There's water all the way around the point. It's a beautiful spot to be able to watch for whales and sea lions and other sea creatures out there. And it's absolutely lovely if you want to come and fly a kite, because it's one of the windiest spots in all of Canada, except today. And if you're a photographer, you want some of those sunset and sunrise shots, it's perfect because you've got east and west.
This is the David Foster Parkway walkway. It goes all the way along the harbor, and it's a tribute to Canadian composer, songwriter, producer David Foster. It's a beautiful scenic path that you can walk nice and flat.
It starts all the way over at Fisherman's Wharf, goes all the way through the Inner Harbour, all the way through behind me, in front of the legislature and the Empress, all the way through the Inner Harbour, cut across at the Blue Bridge, and then all the way up to West Bay Marine on the other side. So it's a beautiful walk, and you know what, honestly, it's one of my favorite walks to do in all of Victoria.
This is the Royal British Columbia Museum. There's a great First Nations exhibit in there, there's an IMAX theater, there's a great gift shop and coffee shop, and around back you can go look at the totem poles, which we're going to show you now.
If you're in Victoria, one of the fun things to do is actually go whale watching, and the place that I recommend you come is BC Whale Tours. They have smaller vessels, which means you're going to get lower to the water. Your experience with the animals out there could be epic.
Be sure to visit Canada's oldest Chinatown. There's great shops, Fantan Alley, and great places to eat like Maze, Bao,